little girl had been hiding under the car for 3 hours, not daring to make a sound because the world outside was overrun with zombies. But just then, her infected mother suddenly discovered where the little girl was hiding. She lunged quickly toward the underside of the car. Just as the little girl was about to despair, a man suddenly appeared nearby. He quickly fired his gun and took down the infected mother, then pulled the little girl out from under the car. 10 years later, what had once been a bustling city was now nothing but ruins. The world had been taken over by zombies. The girl had followed the man into the wilderness, where she learned to hunt. The two of them managed to survive in the wild. That night, the man suddenly opened his eyes because one of the traps they'd set around their camp had been triggered. He carefully went to investigate but only found some animal fur in the trap. Just when the man thought it was safe, their horse nearby became restless and agitated. He suddenly realized something was wrong. While trying to calm the horse, he cautiously drew his weapon. The next second, a terrifying zombie suddenly emerged from the woods. Without hesitation, the man pulled the trigger and killed the zombie. The girl was awakened by the commotion. As they both stared at the fallen zombie, they knew this forest was no longer safe. So at first light, they quickly packed their belongings and prepared to find a new place to camp. But they hadn't gone far when the horse became agitated again. The two of them hurried to investigate. They discovered a survivor under attack by a zombie. Despite the man's attempts to stop her, the girl immediately pulled the trigger, trying to kill the zombie. But unexpectedly, the bullet hit the survivor instead. The man quickly fired and killed the zombie. The two rode back to the scene on horseback. The girl felt terrible guilt about what had just happened, but the man knew they didn't have time to linger. So he immediately began collecting the dead man's supplies, not even sparing the boots on his feet. But just then, a voice suddenly came through the radio in the car. It was the dead man's companion. The man realized something was very wrong and quickly told the girl they needed to leave. But it was already too late. They had made an irreversible mistake.